I forgot to turn on my mic. I am silly. Majima, hi everyone. I am slightly dizzy at the moment, which I feel like is probably why I forgot to turn on my mic. I just completely blanked. That or I was too busy watching Eternal stream. Either way, today we're going to be doing some work on the Teapot house. We're going to be doing the colors and stuff today. Yeah, maybe a little bit, There we go, fixed that. And then... So I've already pulled this into Substance Painter. I think the very first thing that we need to do now is actually map out what parts are what. Because we need to get the... Does it? Yeah. So I've got the base of the teapot, the windows, and then we've got the window cover separate. Those, the window covers are basically just things that I put in front of the windows, where if we want to make it so that it blocks out the sky and has just some soft gradient or something instead, we can do that. So I'm gonna set this up to be kind of like a gradient mask and worry about the material on it later. And then we have the raised floor, of course. So I think first thing I want to do is figure out what kind of material we're doing with the windows, because that should be super easy compared to some of this other stuff that we have going on. So I shouldn't even need this. I believe we have a glass that I keep using. This glass visor. So yeah, that immediately brings in blue glass, which is a good option for us, because blue and orange. So I think that'll work for placeholder. And then if we turn on the window cover, you can see how the window cover functions, basically, where it's just inset on the glass. You're sick and you just ate half a pizza and 2 breadsticks? Well, yeah, that sounds like a lot of food to eat while sick. Question then is, do we want... Because, like, white teapot is very basic. I don't think I want to go white. Because I was thinking it might be cool to bring in, like, gold or something. So I think we'll mess with the teapot base now and see what colors we like. So we could do... I want to try, like, one of those metals. It's just a question of which type. Let's try this gold damaged. See if we can't fiddle with it. Oh, that looks weird, though. We should have some options. Isn't it on this one? Which one is it that has, like, the different presets? I thought it was this one, but it doesn't seem to be. Well, Hi, Lemonade. Also, Eternal, I will refund your hello scratches. You did them during the starting soon. So let's try getting rid of this one. And instead, let's try throwing in one of the other metal ones that we have. This one's polished. Yeah, so this one has presets. This is what I was thinking. Where you've got, like, the mirrored brass, which is, like, the super shiny whatnot. And then... Oh! There's the rain you were talking about earlier, Eternal. Hoi! Yes. Oh, we can choose aluminum, brass. Bronze is probably closer, because then that gets the blue and orange. I don't know on that one, though. Heavy polished silver. That's a very scratched up kind of surface, but that might work. Aw. That's a shame. Hi, Val. How you? Yes, Eternal Raid. It's funny how it says that I raided from from Eternal. That makes sense, that makes sense. What other options do we have? We've got Cobalt, which is kind of like a dark silver. Copper. Yeah, but brass is very yellow, though. I don't think I like brass. I like bronze over brass because it's more orangey. Copper is like a paler orange. Gold is very yellow. Iron is darker. Nickel's not bad, weirdly enough. Platinum, silver, titanium, zinc. I think bronze. True. What was the other preset that I had? Scratched polished aluminum? Oh, that's an interesting one. It's shiny, but it's also got all kinds of scuff marks on it. Maybe that'll work. So if we do that with the bronze... That is a very interesting looking teapot now. Now the question is this better than just a white teapot with, like, bluish glass? Because the white teapot is quite nice. It certainly seems like that would mess up your stomach if you're eating all that while sick. You should be careful. Usually soup is good when sick, not bread and bread and bread and more bread. Other questions, how does that look on the inside? A drip ceramic? I don't quite know what you mean by that. There we go. We managed to get inside so we can actually look around inside the teapot now. I quite like that. Bread is yummy, but in moderation when sick. You don't like any kind of soup? There's a lot of different kinds of soup. It's really hard to move around this thingy. Substance Painter controls are a little bit janky. I mean, we could. I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we can try something. If we do add white mask, and then... You don't like when food is wet. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever heard anyone have that complaint before. Where is... I think even I can only activate them once. I think you'll just get to see the way other people do them. Where's masks? This one's masks. We need something that is mostly top down. Actually, if we do ground dirt, then that one... If your food is trying to escape, I think you have bigger problems. Because it sounds like your food is still alive. Curvature up. Hold space normal. Okay, so that... Does it not have... Wait, I forgot to do the thingy. Where is it? Bake mesh... that one. No. Usually not. I bet they do with lemonade. So we'll bake all of these. That should help. And then we return to painting mode. And there we go. Now this actually works. Now this has thingy. And then we want that to be no, not that inverted? This one inverted then? How do we invert this?
Lemonade _ Fox wants cat to shapeshift. Child.
Where is that again? There we go. Ah, I forgot I still need my step stool. I really should find a fix for that at some point. Alright, back to trying to get this to be on top instead of below. Oh. Hi, Slurp. Hopefully works not too bad. Where? Is it not that one? Okay, so it's not that one. It is this one. It's just somewhere else on this one. Where is it? Hi, Jaden. That makes sense. Wait, what? Why is this messing with that? Oh, I'm on shader settings. No wonder I was having troubles. Alright, position gradient. Okay, so that is that. I want the whole thing to be inverted, though. Global invert. There we go! Okay, so now we can get the bottom to feel like it's covered in something. And then if we do position gradient right there. Where is thingy? I forgot that that's even an option. Let's do that. Contrast brings that up. Where is thickness? No, thickness brings it up. I want low thickness. My day is going pretty decent. My tummy is full. I had the usual pre-stream foods. Thank you, Slurp. And hoi hooded, how you? Hold space normal isn't useful here. You're making ramen? Very nice. Ambient occlusion. I think we'll leave that on for now. Ah, fair. Hopefully work isn't too bad. I think we'll leave that off. Ambient occlusion triggered. Oi! So I can raise that texture a bit. Okay, so if I turn that texture down, we get more of it there. And then we can get the position gradient lower. Up the thickness. I've been dizzy a lot recently. I don't know why. I wasn't dizzy. I wasn't that dizzy today until, like, after I had dinner, which is weird. Because usually food is one of those things that can help. I don't know why it's been backwards recently. So, I don't know. I want that gradient to be less. Yeah, raise the global contrast, and then global balance down. Like that, maybe? It still feels like it's not low enough. Let's be like there. I don't know if I like that or not. Something like that feels slightly better, I think. What if we bring up the blur a little bit? Just contrast. Global balance down. Because someone asked me to shapeshift into a child. So I did the thing. I did as asked. I am child. What do we want to do for the base? Do we like the white, or do we want, like, charcoal or something? Oh, that's weird. It has such a weird texture with it now. I'm glad it looks more like a teapot. I am doing best to make it a teapot. And hi, Handle. Mesh armor and dreads. Oh, I see. I see what you're going for there. Don't know about that texture on it. Oh, what if I do copy mask? Can I copy the mask? Copy mask, there it is. And then paste into mask. And then do hydrating. Where is the invert mask button? Invert mask. Okay. Do we like that? Oh, and snack?
I sure do feel
what
like
snack?
crashing soon. Be a shame if you saved your progress or something.
Let me go ahead and save. I actually have not saved this at all, so this is new save on this. But yes, what snack? What snack want? Worlds. And then this goes under. I have the same usual ones where I've got the Hello Panda, the Kinder Bueno, the fruit snacks, the biscuits with chocolate on them, and I've also got the fruit gel stuff, the jelly, the peach jelly pouch thingies. I've got like a whole pack of 10 of those in my fridge now. Oh, this goes under the teapot folder. Folder. Biscuit. Putting jelly on top of the biscuit? That feels like it's mixing two snacks there. I'll allow it, because the pouch thingies are only like 10 calories, so you're not throwing tons of calories at me. Let me finish saving this and then I'll do that. Actually, can I even squeeze the jelly out of those pouches? I tend to normally have to suck it out. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I can do. worst case, I get like a mouthful of the jelly. Of course, I'm not gonna put an entire jelly pouch on a little biscuit thingy that is like a quarter the size of it. Less than that, actually. Okay. I will get the jelly thingy now. Well, if you're sick, Lemonade, that makes sense why you would be eepy. You should get some rest, take care of yourself. Not make yourself worse. And then... Oh, this is like the second to last of my Choco Biscuit thingies. I am almost out. I have a little mini fridge that I keep in my office to store, like, extra drinks and snacks, so that way if I'm ever too dizzy to actually walk anywhere, I can usually crawl my way over to the fridge and get something to try and help it. Because I know me. I actually have some, like, teeth brushing cloth thingies that I got. Specifically so that if I'm ever too dizzy to brush my teeth at night, I can do that instead so that I stop worrying and just rest. So, I've had to, like, dizzy-proof my space more or less. Stick on a hamper? What do you mean a hamper? Oh, I should have squeezed this before I opened it. Broken up the jelly inside. This is best served chilled. I don't know any other way to eat this, honestly. Wait, does it not have to be refrigerated? I thought it had to be refrigerated. Store in a cool, dry place out of direct sunlight. So, yeah, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. Interesting. It only has to be refrigerated after opening. Actually, no, consume within 24 hours after opening. It doesn't even say that. No, mine is like the kind of mini fridge that you'll see in dorms. So it is decently sized mini fridge, one that is like actually on the floor. Alright, now I've got my biscuits open, I've got my jelly open. Let's see if I can squeeze jelly onto my biscuit. This feels precarious. Oh, we got jelly. We got jelly on the biscuit. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I don't imagine it's gonna taste bad. It's peach and chocolate and biscuit. It's not bad per se. It's no chocolate orange. So it's not... I feel like I prefer the two things separate. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's definitely I'd rather just eat them separate. What food have you got, Eternal? Try mixing, like, the jelly as a drink? What do you mean the jelly as a drink? It's basically already a drinkable pouch. Ramen noodles, very nice, very nice. Like, eat the biscuit first and then the jelly? I'll try. I feel like just the two things don't really mix. Like, it's just, I've got jelly in my mouth and I've got biscuit in my mouth. There's no cohesive thing where it feels like one thing. I think it's still just not bad, but in terms of the weird combinations that I've had in stream, I think the cracker with Nutella, peanut butter, raspberries, and popcorn stacked on top of it was probably better. Are you allowed to freeze trespassers that step into your forest? I mean, it's your forest. How do you plan on freezing them? And yeah, it was not bad. It was actually quite yummy. It was just a lot of food all at once. What if we put this on top of the other one? That looks slightly better. White silver! I'm trying to decide still whether I like the singed bottom or not. It feels like the very decorative one. So, meh. Fine, hydrate. I feel like the white or the like the what is it? The coating feels more like a thing than burned bottom, given that it's more decorative pot. Sniff. Yeah, it smells like you showered. That was a lot of jelly at once. I feel like there's no in-between with this jelly. You either get like the tiniest little bit, or you get an entire mouthful that you weren't expecting because this just came out all at once. Hi, Thaddeus. I mean, it's intentionally all jelly. You just don't want all the jelly at once. I have the Dali fruit gel pack, or the Dali fruit gel snacks. I personally really like the peach one. The mango's not bad either. I'm not a fan of the berry one. The berry one feels like cherry Kool-Aid type level stuff, so Eternal, you'd probably like it. But I'm not a... It gives me medicine vibes, because of cherry always gives me medicine vibes. And yes, I will type it. That is the name brand. The berry one is probably more similar to fruit punch because it is a mix of berries. I just know whenever I taste cherry in anything, it gives me medicine vibes. So I think there was some cherry in that, and it didn't work after a while for me. All these need to go away. Call that coating. Dr. Pepper Jello. I feel like I would not like that, but my boyfriend would love it. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend liked Dr. Pepper Peeps, so... What do you mean F's in chat? I think I don't like cilantro. I don't remember if it tastes like soap or not. And yes, I do have a boyfriend. Oh, Dolly Parton died? That's a shame. So you don't like the Dr. Pepper Peeps, Eternal? I feel like there's a couple of reasons to be open about it. Because, like, there are some content creators or some artists or whatever who try and keep their personal life very separate, especially some who are leaning parasocial side. But I know as a female presenting content creator, mentioning my boyfriend does dissuade some of the creepier people who might want to linger around, which is why I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna say I have one. And you guys know he exists. He's walked into streams several times, so it's a whole lot easier for me if it's just he's allowed to walk into stream, because A, that proves he exists, and B, he doesn't have to worry about whether I'm streaming or not. And then it's just, it's a lot better. Huh. It's weird that the first few results would be Dr. Pepper Jello. Oh, I know Dally also has a orange cream fruit gel snack thing. I want to try it, but I don't want to buy a whole pack of 10, and I haven't seen them sold individually anywhere. Because I don't want to buy 10 of something if I don't know if I like it. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, it has been long enough for this shapeshift. I kind of forgot. It's actually a bit weird to be talking about dating and stuff while in this avatar. There we go. I mean, KB works. Could also just call him BF or something. Like, it doesn't matter. Yes, I am old enough to date now. Did I miss any others? Hydrate again. Is it like a Target exclusive, or just happens to be available at Target? I know Target has some weird exclusives. I think there's like some Target exclusive loop earplugs for some reason, like it's a specific color that's available only at Target. I don't know. That makes sense. Where is base color? This one. So then if we do this base color as like white, does that look any more like coding? I mean, that sounds about right for Jello. Mask editor. So could have that be there. I don't know if I like that or not. Where is the position gradient again? What if I do it as like a random brighter color? Maybe that'll work better. So right now I've only tried it as like black and white. What if I try like a bright blue? That just looks weird. Yes, I have had VF for quite some time. I believe we started like hanging out doing stuff around when COVID hit. So it's been a hot minute. We've been living together for at least 2-3 years, I think. So we've been going for a while. I don't know why you haven't heard of them. I feel like I mention them at least once a week. Is that... Eternal, hold me accountable on that. How often do I mention boyfriend? I think Eternal or Silver would probably be good estimates for how often they get mentioned. Them and roommate. Yeah, it's very common. It is not something I hide. I don't think Boyfriend's a shapeshifter. I've not seen him change shapes much. Those are two very different answers I'm realizing between Silver and Eternal. So, some amount is basically what that settles on, I think. Depends on how much you pay attention. Wait, has Boyfriend yelled I'm a god? I know I've yelled I'm a god. I mean, I suppose it might have been a different amount in the past month as opposed to before then. Oh, wait. You mean Silver. Yes, I do yell I'm a god all the time. Not usually. He's not usually one who... Boyfriend typically just hangs out in the living room and watches stuff. He's very much a media glutton type person as opposed to a creative person. He has joined me for one stream, like once before. Yeah, that's about right, Lemonade. That is the common way he shows up on stream. I think I've only done one proper like collab stream with him, and that was Valentine's Day, like some years ago at this point, where I did It Takes Two with him on stream. Hey, more jelly. What are we doing for this, though? I've gotten very distracted with boyfriend talk. I'll think about it. I think, honestly, if if I was to do a game with boyfriend, it would probably end up having to be like Magic or ZZZ or something, like one of the games that he is already very into, to try and lure him onto stream. But we tend to play different games a little bit. It would be funny to do Magic, but I don't wanna play Magic, I'll be honest. Yeah, boyfriend likes card games. He likes Magic, as well as he'll play the Pokemon TCG on his phone. This one's not bad, weirdly enough. Though it kind of feels like it's just... struggle. Enjoy your shower, Eternal. What if I do, like, higher saturated? I don't know on this one. I think boyfriend would argue with you on that. He routinely, like, comes over to show me his superpowered characters, where he just hits a couple things and then it's dead. Like, he has figured out good combinations and stuff. I forgot I put the cap on that. I know he's been raving about the cat girl character, I forget her name, who just got a buff recently. And he had a good setup that didn't even need, what was that other character's name? I feel like I mostly just know the characters from him. Caesar. He didn't even need Caesar's buffs, because apparently Caesar has crazy buffs. I gave him a berry one to try, but I don't think I heard his response to whether he liked it or not. So I do not know if he likes them or not. Huh? Dance? What dance? What dance? Confused. What was that voice crack there? We're gonna hide window for a bit. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. But I don't want to dance right now. I want to work on Teapot. I can't decide on this. I feel like it's probably just the way that I have that's issues. Yeah, no, you don't get a call for dance break. I dance break if I want to. Let's get rid of these. I'm not dizzy at the moment. It's like very, very lightly, but I'm not what I would count as dizzy. How do I want to do this one? Let's try rest ground. Don't try and lure me with the fact that it's a clippable thing. Nah. I could do plenty of clippable things without being told to dance like a monkey. Mask editor. Plus we've got the slow, still positive music going right now. It's not exactly dance music. Monkey cat can be cute. That doesn't mean I want to dance though. That is interesting. Yeah, but I don't want to dance. I am well aware I can dance if I want to. I don't want to right now. It's been a while since I've heard human fall flat. Not seen much on the game in a while. I got an idea though. I need to duplicate this one. Oh, Uber EB. Uber EB? Super EP music right now. Let's skip that one for now. I can't even talk. So this one, I want to change this to That one's correct actually. So we want to remove mask and then copy mask. It's right here. The teapot's right here. So this is what I see right now. The textures don't live update in Unity.
Hey Cat, this is Blender. Go ahead and save before I crash again.
So if we hide that, now I can... I'll save. This one we want to be heavy polish, and then change that to bronze. Now we have different level of scratches on different parts. Actually, we want mirrored brass, and then change it to bronze. There we go. So now we have some spots that are super shiny, and some spots that are more scratched. And I think that'll look nicer. Who said the voice clip? I forget who did that one. I forget which one played. It is more accurate. Oh, it was you? Okay. Alright. So we've got that. Now I can remove this mask. And then... what if we remove that effect? And then make it a black mask. Not Teapot Prison. Actually, can I just do that, then go 2D only, and then... oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just make big here. And then if I do, like, boop, and just keep clicking, that should translate to being basically just the base, I think. It did, in fact, but that's not enough. It needs to go up higher. And it doesn't look like I can make the size any bigger. If I raise the minimum size? No. Okay. We're just gonna click around like this. This isn't a prison! This is a tea house. I think that should bring it up more. It looks kind of fuzzy. T-facts? I don't think I know any, like, super big T-facts off the top of my head. I know there's a type of tea that, starts out blue, and then when you add lemon to it, it turns pink. Or it might be reverse. I do know that chai means tea, so chai tea is just tea, and that's kind of funny. They are made of leaf. What if we do clear mask and then do add paint layer, then do that? Should be able to make it go around. I mean, I could be a leaf. I could. I don't want to, though. I don't want to be food. A teabag shaped life. I can't talk today. A tea bag shaped light might be interesting. I was thinking of doing like an upside down teacup for some of the light shades. That could be cute. I'm not sure though. Okay, so that properly gets both sides. Yeah, I don't want to be food. Chocolate chai tea is my favorite. Catnip tea isn't bad though. Oh, the mango pineapple iced tea is really good. Or was it peach pineapple? No, I think it was mango pineapple. Yeah, chocolate chai tea. Chocolate chai tea with milk and sugar is really, really yummy. Yes, there is good. But yeah, chai tea in general is usually pretty decent. Which is just tea again, but meh. Do we like it better as solid? I think it works better if we're going the route of this is cover. But it looks a little bit weird on the inside. That does not sound like a fun allergy. I don't think any allergy sounds like a fun allergy. Actually, no. My very, very, very mild allergy to light, sunlight, where I just sneeze when I go out in sunlight, is kind of funny. So I guess that's the more fun allergy. Well, it's not even really a proper allergy. It's just mild sensitivity to sunlight, I guess? I don't know. Trying to get the last of the jelly out. There are some cats that are allergic to human dander. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were some cats that were allergic to other cats. And I don't think you want Jellycat. I've experimented with Slime Cat, and it kinda creepy. I'm still not sure if I'm going with that for my Halloween costume or something else. Oh, that sucks. No, Jellycat. Well, technically I'm edible. Don't eat me though. That's not... I do not consent. What else have I got? No, do not eat me. It's natural brown. Do we have anything else that would be like an interesting base? Actually, Trazo seems like it might be interesting, weirdly. So we did that, like, there. We did. Get rid of these other ones, though. It's got the blue, it's got the orange, it's got the original white we liked. Sorry, I don't know whether you guys liked it. Val, technically I can. That doesn't mean I like doing it. It still hurts if I freaking have an arm chopped off or something. The green rest on the bottom look better? No, I still feel pain. Have fun, Puss. That's kind of interesting, doing it as a denser one. You were clean. You smell clean. Yes, I do regularly compress to the size of a child. That's not losing a limb. That's not having an arm chopped off. Yeah, if you're sweaty, I don't want to sniff you. And how small can I get? Vary. I've not tried, like, microscopic or anything. I think the smallest I've tried was... How small have I gone before? I've tried, like, small enough that I could fit in a shot glass. Small enough I could fit in a shot glass. I think it's as small as I've gone before. And I assume, Silver, you're literally just wanting me to go this. I assume this is what you meant by small? Because you usually prefer this over short cat. the squashed short cat. Okay, so not short cat. You want like this. You want this kind of small cat? I don't want to be in a jar. You guys are being weird. Okay, I'm glad I figured out what you wanted. Okay, let's try making this one more orangey. Rude. Box. Struggling with the box. Am I a fairy? I don't have wings right now. Though I guess I am very fae-like. Yeah, I have very wiggly hips. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Oh dear, what is... Hang on. You've done this as a prediction. This isn't a prediction. Because that's not a poll. You need poll, not prediction for that. That's not tied to my waist. I have it. Oh, I misread that. It's a ribbon, not a leash. It's ribbon. It's a lot easier to see on my VRChat avatar, where it's a lot more flowy, as opposed to here where it just kind of hangs down. It's kind of wiggly. I mean, I don't try and get you to chase it, you just chase it. It's not a red ribbon. It's a black ribbon, which I don't know what that means. Alright, do we... I'm a cat, not a dog. I'm not gonna admit that it's a leash. Anyways, floor. Do we like... Is coating bad on inside? Is it good on inside, bad on outside? I don't know. Yes, cats can be leashed. Whether they admit that they're being leashed is a different question. You don't like it on the inside? That's the thing I was trying to figure out. Because I want to make this one where it functions like it could be a normal teapot. So I could use it as like a teapot model for an actual tea set. In which case we probably wouldn't want it on the inside. We are not drinking from the sun. One thing that I can do is I can add on the paint layer, we add another paint layer. Add paint. And then go to 2D. And then I think this upper one is the interior one. So if we do that, go black. Now we can eliminate that. I need to up the hardness. Eh? Where is it? Lower spacing.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find.
Why do you yearn for blood? There we go. So that should get rid of it on the inside. So that limits it to just outside now. The troublesome bit with that, though, is that we do also have the raised floor in here that we still haven't decided what that's going to be either. I think let's do... Listen, if you want violence against each other, just do frickin' violence against each other with consent. Frickin' shoo. And no, I cannot make a giant come and tip the entire world. I'm not gonna do that. Copy layers, raised floor, paste layers. I am a god. That's just a lot of work. I don't want to make an entire giant. This is freaking the first VRChat world I'm making. Don't ask for that much. It's just too complicated. I need to start simpler. I've already complicated it to the point that I have a functioning, like, opening and closing fridge that you can actually grab and pull. Eternal, you brought this onto yourself. I do actually kind of like it as the outer thingy. Still debating on stuffs though. No, it's not mold inside. If it looks like mold, I've got a problem. It's terrazzo. Alright, so if you guys are thinking it's mold, that's not a good one. I need to change it for something else. What else would be a good option? No, I am not moldy. Yeah, that's why I was keeping it to the floor that is not going to be there when you're using it as a teapot, and the bottom, where it doesn't touch the food. Would be another good option for that bit there. Weird idea. That actually has a weird pattern to it. What if I increase the tiling? It creates like this square wood floor thing that's kind of interesting looking. The crown icon? Which crown icon? Oh, that one? That means that it's Prime. Amazon Prime stuff. What color? Raise that up. That kind of looks interesting. What if I do this as, instead of UV projection, we do cylindrical projection? No, that looks weird. I think the UV projection is better. And then yeah, I don't want it to be just an eye though. What if I do that as normal? No, that doesn't seem to work properly. I was trying to think if I could make this look like wooden planks. Yeah, it would be an interesting way to do that. Good luck with that. What am I doing? Just trying to find a way of making wood flooring, basically. Where is that other one? I was looking at the brick one. Let's try slapping this back on. We'll do this as height this time. There we go. And then do that as cylindrical? Then why is that like that? That's not the angle I want. So that should be that. 3D projection settings. Offset 0, 0, 0. And then rotation 0, 0, 0. And then scale up. Ah, frick. Get put back. That should actually be lower in the ground.
Save.
Saving. Does cylindrical not work? Doesn't seem to work. We can line this up a little bit better with center, I think. And then what if we swap that instead of cylindrical, we try the spherical? No?
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves or cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more...
Why this struggle? That is doing very weird things. I am confused.
Lemonade_Fox wants cat to
Maid
shapeshift.
time?
You've been small for a while, it's maid time.
Maid. Well, now I'm different small. Give me a sec. There we go. Why is this still fighting me is now the next question. You've noticed something? What have you noticed? I'm confused on how the frick this is mapping. What if we scale... That's... I mean, if it makes you happy. I have worn cat ears plenty of places before. I have worn them to, like, the zoo and stuff as well. But generally that's not the route I go, because I'll try and blend in a bit more. I have not been recognized out in public before. I've been recognized in VRChat before, which is technically public world, but I think it's significantly easier when I am my clearly visible blue and orange self, as opposed to in human disguise. Thought this needs to scoot over more. And go over that way. There we go. What? VRChat's just a stream? Oh, wait, no, you mean if I was an exotic animal in a zoo, it'd just be a stream. Yeah, it kinda would. Repeat. There we go. Now I've gotten it to actually do what I intend for it to do. Now it's a question of, do I like this? That's kind of interesting. Yeah. I think the wood grain needs tweaking. What if we do... change the wood grain to be the... how would I do it? Oh, if I do... instead of this specialized wood grain, if we do the... wood slice... and then do that as spherical projection. Not spherical projection? It doesn't look as bad vertically on this one though. Come on. I don't want to be on that. I think this bricks thing needs to come over a bit. It was not quite centered. Okay, that's better. Now then, wood slice. Maybe if I do, instead of that, we do a triplanar projection. No, not triplanar. Well, actually, no. That actually worked. And then if we do that, actually, do I like the wooden color? Dark wood is kind of cozy with it. Let's also try putting this back to the cylindrical projection it was. Yeah, I definitely prefer... Cooperate with me, please. I think that's definitely like way too weird with those angled inwards. I think having it follow is a lot better. And I'm kind of liking the brown. The nice cozy brown. I don't blame you on the bronze color thing. Because if I change... Well, the other thing I was thinking was just do standard, like, white porcelain, but that feels even brighter and weirder. So I think I prefer the warmer tone of that. I could try... So if we go back to this, we've got bronze here. Copper would make it more yellow. I'm not a fan of the yellow. Could try like darker iron, but that doesn't quite match. So I'm thinking the bronze that we had is the one that's just the warmest and nicest. Dark blue ceramic. We could try? Hang on, let me quickly group these. Group layers. We'll call this one metal. Hide that for a second, and then let's go grab... Nope, that is very much the wrong one. There we go. So we'll try that one. We'll try changing the color. Make it like dark blue. I don't think I'm a fan of the dark blue. Doing it as kind of like a warmer color isn't bad. You know what? Hang on. Let's do close that. That needs to move down. So that's this version. And then if we do like that one, I think between the two, well, hang on. I just realized that I haven't had the windows on for a bit. It is definitely super hyper reflective right now. If we did that one, it does difference. I think first let's try export these textures, and then we'll do right. I need to import the export thingy. That sounds weird, but it is accurate. I need to import the method that we use for exporting the textures that we need. Where is it? Shaders. And then this one, open that, import file, export textures. And then we want this to go into the folder that has the world, first world, assets. It sounds like the opening to a bar joke. It shouldn't. There we go. That folder. It might. I want to see what the reflections look like in Unity though, but that's probably going to be like something that we have to tweak as well. Do that and then hit oh, it's on the wrong one. That needs to be Naomi. Export, save. Alright, so now that I've got that exported, I should be able to go to the Unity, and then we hide this one. Alright, so now we've got what our game view is and stuff. You can see I was focused on the fridge that I was messing with earlier. So let's see what this looks like. We'll actually move game view over here. Why is the camera up so high, actually? Where is camera? Camera, lower down, please. Let us see more of this world. There we go. Alright, so that gets us a better shot of what this looks like. Oh yeah, that does sound like a bar joke. So Teapot House. We need the materials folder for this. We've already got the glass material here, so we can start messing with that one. So if we go there, textures, I might try and optimize these later to where they're actually all on a single texture, because they should function that way, but we'll worry about that later. There's Windows Normal. That needs to be normal map. And then we need the... Oh, do I only have an update? I don't remember updating it, but it feels slightly different. Reflections is this one. And then I'm missing mission, which I believe is this one. Yeah, that one's a mission. Oops, I clicked on the thingy. Windows, we'll just edit it from here. I usually drink water. But yeah, I don't drink alcohol. I don't like alcohol. Where is emission again? Not under shading. It's under special effects, isn't it? Yes. Emission. I don't know what this is about. So that should be a mission map, not a mission mask. Mission map. Mask we shouldn't have. So that should be that. What if we go to the game view? Kinda? Also, it has been long enough that I need to unshapeshift. There we go. And then I need to do the other materials. It's like Teapot House needs its own material. For now, we will, I think, duplicate this one. Call this one Teapot Base. Rename this one to Teapot Glass. And then duplicate, call this one...
That cryptid eternal wants cat to shapeshift. Whatever is most huggable shapeshift you have.
Most huggable. I would probably have a different answer in VRChat, but... which one? We already did child earlier, so I think the pajama one is probably the most huggable. Yeah, most cats are very huggable. So then back to textures. We need... What do you mean? Oh, do you mean the brushies that I've added to every other VRChat avatar as well? Yeah. I have! We keep just not having time or me being too dizzy to get in VR. That's ambient occlusion. Yeah, that's smoothness. So raised floor. Teapot needs the floor material. Where is the... Oh, materials right there. Brushy is like I literally have hairbrush and can brush silver. Not exclusively. I can I can do it to anyone. Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky to get avatar, but there are plenty of like public avatars and stuff. Also, why is this not color going in? Color alpha. Color white. What is going on with this? Is it because it's... No? Why are you white? It's a weird statement, but it's accurate. I can do head rubs too. I am confused. Yeah, I don't know what you have against head pats. I don't know what's becoming a quote in the Discord. There we go! I finally got it to be the proper color. I also forgot that I didn't do a frickin' thing to change the height to normal. Oh no, wait, what have I done? Why are there multiple people typing in quotes? What has happened? Ah, I see, okay. I did say that. I was talking about a wooden floor. Alright, what else do I need to tweak on this? And I need to actually make the other material.
Monsters who devour dreams, monsters who suck blood, and monsters who always tell lies.
Okay, so now we've got a weird transparent one because I've got it set to the textures for the words for the windows, which it shouldn't be because I have not updated this yet. Put that back. That needs to be opaque. Then we need that one. Normal's there. And then we need the metallic. Fix that. What? What are you— I don't know what you're saying, Val. I feel like I have concerns. Okay, so that's apparently what it looks like in this one so far. That is with, yeah, metallic all the way up. Smoothness all the way up there. Who is they? I feel like that's my question there. Who is they? I know yarn balls. Okay. Where's Windows again? Oh, shoot, I didn't do that. Transparent is probably better. Make that way. So if we look at the game now, yeah, that's looking a little bit odd. Here, we'll even go in play mode so that we can wander around this and actually look at the textures. So yeah, that's very reflective. It's just got sky texture reflective. It's just reflecting the skybox, yeah. I have no idea. I feel like I'm giving up on knowing what you're talking about. Wood definitely needs some work. I feel like I need to up the quality of the textures too. Because I'm used to working with model size textures, and this is definitely needing more. No, not dance break. The top does look like glass. I don't think I'm upset with how the glass is looking. I feel like it needs an edge. Also, there is a issue with that. I need to look into that later. So we'll try upping the texture resolution. I like the wood. I think that's what I'm settled on. I'm not sure the rest of it. Silver! The ceiling reminds you of Slime Rancher. I think I'll try swapping the terracotta instead of the metallic. You were asking if you should 5k for dance break. I do not have... Well, I have Slime Rancher, the original one. I don't have Slime Rancher 2. I don't know if I'd say I dislike dancing. Because I like dancing from time to time. It's just less fun to be told to dance, I feel like. I don't know if I ever saw the ending to the first one either. I mean, I do my little head bob thing. When I'm particularly into music, I will do my little head bob. Yeah, those are very much more idle animations than actual dances, I agree. My other name is not Bob. I don't know if you were stabbed. You tell me. So that's kind of an interesting one.
Save.
Saving. Hydrated. And then back to usual outfit 2. What if we do... have metal and then do white mask and then add paint layer to this mask add paint. There we go. This one. And then if we do... Oop. Oop. Work our way around this. And then change that to the filled. Why is that not working? Okay, there we go. It's because I had it on white and it should have been on black. Yeah, I was a little bit locked in because I wanna try and get this set correctly. It's got a really weird edge to it. I want to see if I can do... Maybe that whole top should be metal? That feels a little odd, though. Yeah, that's a good comparison. I think, actually, let's delete that one. Come on, delete the entire path there. There we go. Oh, also, I need to change size of the texture set to at least that, if not higher. Sounds like you're a trades nerd then. Oh, why am I smacked with cheese? I think windows are fine low. Lots of nerd then. Filters, I think is that one. We need the height to normals. Where is that one? There it is. Height to normals there. And then if we hide the windows so that we can see inside. Now that should let us tweak with this. So if we lower that. That's better. It's fine for now. I may just occasionally lock in. I think... Which way is better for that? I think that way. Hardness. Man, that really is there gone. What else can we mess with this? Okay, so that's the offset. Level kind of smooths out that a little bit. Level Y. I think like that. And I like the smaller gap. Nice. There we go. I think that's... That's a little bit off. Oh, that is a stuffy boy. There we go. I think that's floor fixed. I am not automatically related to all cats. I feel like that's rude. That's more an adopted situation. Enjoy the lurk, Val. Be like that. Oh, I've got that on the wrong one. That needs to be like this side. Go with like in between them too. Because otherwise this is probably not going to curve correctly. There. There. That one. And then along this way. One more there and there. Yeah, that looks like it mostly functions as it should there. What do you mean, how do I keep acquiring horrors? I don't know what you mean. Maybe if we make this spacing lower, size lower. What if I put this on the top? I'm weird and I attract weird things. I think that's pretty standard. I mean, are you normal? Yeah, I am not normal either. So that tends to draw in weird things. Listen, normal people aren't shape-shifting gods. I think it's as simple as that. Normal people do not claim to be shape-shifting gods and gather people as they make worlds. fairly sure that's an accurate statement. That there. Okay, is that all of them? So now if I increase the size a little bit, does it bleed over anywhere? It does feel like it doesn't go far enough there. It's a lot of tweaking on this one. I don't know what you mean by Prismacore. This is at least a pretty good indicator for if I've got stuff at the right height on it. If it's got the porcelain right there, then it's not at the right spot. That one. Fair enough. That spot too. And this one. Okay, I think I've gone around now. Alright, I think that's actually quite nice. I do like that little touch. I may have been there, I may have not been paying entirely attention. Don't know. So I think if I add little touch of the same around the spout on that little holder thingy and maybe around the base, that'll make it feel like Teapot. Do you mean to model or to like do this on actual porcelain or whatever? Because I'll admit, on the modeling side, I had a little bit of help. Yeah, it is tricky one. This is very tricky. How do I get this to wrap like this? And get that to come out. because this isn't cylinder. This is one of those weird ones where it's just a frickin' weird shape. Is still not cylinder. So if I do cylinder that's like slanted, it's going to be thicker on this side, thinner on that side, and all kinds of silliness. Whereas if I do this properly with a just wrap around here, I should, in theory, be able to have it actually do thing. Wow, I've already done a short on that. This needs to go in more. We pull that in, then I think we should be getting there. It's starting to look better. So I feel like we've got this upper section now. I feel like that mostly functions fine. Not quite. It's easier, in theory, for what we're trying to do of get it to be just the edge of this, not quite. Because, here, we'll just delete this path. And then we'll do add. Actually, even then, frickin' cylinder projection is just annoyingly tricky in this, honestly. Because if we do a frickin' add add generator. No, not generator. What am I even trying to do? I've forgotten. Move effect. Alphas. Grab. Let's circle. No. Okay, wait. Add fill. Fill is black. Then do... No, because projection doesn't work like that. No, cylindrical. Projection. Crop to shape. No, see the fill still... No, it does. It does work like that. Okay. I'm just being silly. Scale. Shrink down. No, we're not removing the Marianas Trench. Do that, then do... Okay, I think you were right about the frickin' cylinder thing, and I'm kind of annoyed. Because that looks a lot better. Still feels off, but it's something that I can continue tweaking. fine. Why is it off on that side now? Is it off on that side? No. Alright, I think we'll roll with that. Now I just need to do that bit there. If I duplicate that effect, then do over this way. Scoot that down. It's too low. We'll scale up first. Scale that up. Till it more than covers that. Shrink that down so it's a much thinner band. And then lift that up. Now we have the band there. Rotation. Should be able to change the rotation here to 0. Getting closer. Now that needs to go up. Do we like that band or not? And then we'll duplicate this one, lift that one up. I will try thicker band in a second. I'm gonna first finish covering the top bit here, I think. So then we want to try thicker band. But if we do band there, are we gonna want like second band up at the top of the windows? That feels like too much though. It does have a band there. I'm actually not disliking that random band around the top though. Feels like a bit of an odd teapot, but it's not bad. I'm also debating whether I want the handle to be the thing or not. And we have another way we could do this too. Oops. We need this to be alignment UV or up. I'm not gonna say what my band is called. I don't have proper band right now. So that right there is the handle. That implies that there is more than one cat that is dizzy. I don't want anyone else to deal with my dizziness. It can be interesting, but it is a pain. Alright, what do we think of that? People, Val. You'll leave your mom on the background? Fair enough. Yeah. I don't blame you on that one. It does feel like Teapot, but it also doesn't. I think part of that is because of the way that the windows are. I've never seen a Teapot have windows like this, but we kind of went that route just because it made sense for Teapot House. Other thing could try. Which one is that? Oh, that's the tip of it. So get rid of that one, get rid of that one. And then do rim on the glass. That matches the metal. Go with this one, I think. Copy layer. Go to Windows. Yep. Because you wouldn't be able to have it be watertight and stuff. I could make it fully out of glass, but then it feels less house-ish. I like the pattern design on it. So this is just mystical thingy or something. Isn't that not opacity? Yeah. I am confused on this now. We're gonna remove this mask. We're going to add a fill below this. And that fill is going to do nothing but opacity. There we go. And then that can cover emission too. Group both of these into glass, or the border. Make it a black mask. And then what is the best way of doing just the edges of it? Concrete edges. The balance. Curvature. I can kind of get it, but it's having troubles. You know, that's not doing it. Okay, edge strong. Maybe that? And then mask editor. It covers so much of it so quickly. Again, occlusion, don't want. Hold space normals covers like the entire thing again. Position gradient. No. Do you blame me? Yeah, but that's not bad focus broken. It's somehow getting, like, gold at the top. Wait, why is that getting it at the top? Just entirely. I don't know whether I like that or not. It's not the direction I was going. But it is interesting. Oh, but this side looks like a mess. Is that? No, not from that. Okay, I weirdly like that, but it's not what I was aiming for. What is the best way to do what I was aiming for then? So I wanted to add, like, just edging to this. So if we duplicate this, okay, no, I don't want to duplicate effects. Duplicate layers. And then we're gonna hide that one for now. What happens if we get rid of... Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of this one so that it doesn't change the opacity. No, not duplicate. We want to delete. Move. There we go. So, glass, color. Add So this one, we want to get rid of this entirely again, because it's not doing what we want. Remove effects. Remove effects. I really just want an edge detect, basically. Just removed for now. Because I'm still trying to settle on stuff, so I'm fiddling with this first. Because I have an idea. It's just a struggle to get the idea to actually function. That one, no. Edge damages is not right either. Wait, what are these material finish things? Doing a kind of textured glass might be interesting too. That's actually quite cool. It's not what I was thinking of originally, but that's actually really pretty. And then I still wanted to do the parter though. Glad to hear it worked. So we'll add that there. So let's try doing this as just add a paint layer. You like the scale effect? I do too. I'm gonna try this on one window first, I guess, and then we'll see if I need to do it on all of them. Because this looks like it's going to have to be a manual process because I can't find anything that actually works like that. So we get that curve there. Follow that up. This one should be sharp. And then one there, one there, that follow that bit. What do you mean you just saw Chainsaw Man but Ash and Pikachu? Alright, so if we add shiny border to the thingy, and then turn on that. I forgot how far it extends on the bottom. I don't know if I like that. I feel like if I grab copy mask and then paste mask, paste into mask, and then invert mask. There we go, so now we don't have thingy there. But then I feel like this needs to be different height or something. Parameters, height range, height position. No? Oh, because I don't have height on. There we go. So if I do height on, height range lower. Now I can better control where that is. Okay. So what do we think about having border like that? Is it worth the effort? It does actually look quite nice. How does it look from the inside is now the next question. It at least gets easier as you do the other ones, because now I just need to basically redo that path on all of these. So at least I've got like all of the parameters set, it's just a matter of tracing around the edges. And I think I'm leaning towards it's worth it. I might want to do thinner band at the bottom as a separator between those two, but other than that, I think that's good. Let's do a couple more and see. Good question. That is a very good question. Let's see if I can mirror this, because I don't know if I can. So I turn on mirror, and then we want this to mirror along the z-axis. No, I'd have to do them all. Because this is not a perfectly symmetrical build. So I would have to do all of them. I think it might be worth it, though. That's appreciated. You're not wrong there. So if I do... I'm hoping that it'll speed up as I do it. Because then I'll get used to where am I placing things and not be second guessing. Because this is already going faster than the first one. It's just still some camera shenanigans. Like this frickin' fighting me here. There we go. And there. Yeah, so that much time for a second one is not too bad. We just get the nice calm click through things type vibe. The nice repeatable process. I do sometimes prefer this kind of work to the, okay, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just experimenting. You are struggling over there, Silver. There we go, there's 3 done. And just to confirm that we still like how this is going, let's slap back on that. Oh yeah, that is nice. That feels like an actual polished thing. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and fix the mask on this though, because you can see the hammered texture coming through that and not on this one. I think I prefer it without the hammered texture. It keeps them feeling separate. And that is, Botrix is not an AI.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Yes. Okay, I think that better. There. And then let's wrap this around. Welcome back, Eternal. I feel like this is coming along nicely. That is fair. Down this side then. There. Huh. That is a good reason for the chair not to be used. I do definitely like chairs that have footrests, though. Though I don't actually use mine all that much. I'm usually ended up, like, sit cross-legged and stuff, so that the footrest doesn't get much use. But it is really good for the times where, like, I get dizzy and need to lay back, because then I can just recline fully in the chair and not have to try and flop onto the mattress on the floor. And he was probably sitting in it wrong. I feel like that's usually what happens with that kind of thing. Oh, I'm RGB. Hi, Adam! How are you, Adam? I am chipping away at the textures of this teapot. It is certainly not the most realistic teapot, but that's what fantasy is about. It doesn't have to be the most sensible thing out there. It can be made with magic technology that is just always waterproof, despite the weird blend of materials it is. I actually surprisingly like this song that I just randomly threw together yesterday. Yeah. What else would a VRChat world be if not fantasy and fun? Actually, no. I know what it would be. Usually it's horror. That or some random club or bar scene. Though a lot of the club stuff have really interesting like audio link stuff, so that is kind of a cool blend of fantasy and reality. And yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that that's a FNAF quote. Alright, so this is the last side one, and then we have to do the upper ones. That is fair, Adam. Hopefully you feel better soon. What would shatter? Oh, that does not sound good. Mold on a mattress sounds terrible. And hi, 8-bit! Bring this up. No worries. We've just been working on textures all day. Yeah, that's why this one's entirely a fantasy teapot, because there is no way this would be a thing. But it does look very nice. So I think I'm okay with that. Because it doesn't need to be real. It can just be really cool, and people can still see it and go, yeah, that's a teapot. It's not a realistic one, but it's a teapot. Base needs to hide for now, because we're working on those upper ones. Yeah, I'm really liking how the glass is turning out. I need to fix the borders so that they look like this one, but I really like the hammered texture on the glass. Oh wait, I think I'm on the base layer. I should be on the window layer. That one. Alright. So now we do these. And then we'll have the windows done after we fix the other thingy. The hammered texture. Though I think the hammer texture should be easy to fix, because it'll just be go grab the mask that is this for the metal and do the inverse on the hammered texture. Alright, I might need to do the upper ones thinner though. Maybe not, though. Hang on, we're gonna turn that back on. Do those need to be thinner or no? It is interfering with each other a little bit, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. If I do it thinner, maybe to like there? I think that's the way. I think that one. Now do the wraparound. It is kind of funny, because I know I saw something a while ago on, like, what were the little black dots on glass in, like, cars and trains and stuff? And it's, I think, little bits of ceramic or something that is put onto the glass to act as an insulator between it and the metal. And here we've got a ceramic teapot with metal around the glass that's backwards. But it doesn't need to be real. It can just be fun. Carry this down. Bring that across. The immersion is going to come from things like the fridge being interactive and the lighting and stuff like that. I think the materials we can kind of skimp on the immersion on. The immersion is invested elsewhere. I might need to up the texture, because that's looking very wrong sized. Oh, because we never upped the texture on this. There we go. That looks way better. That's more what it needs. Bring that across now. But yeah, jaggedy edges will break immersion a little bit. Luckily, I'm not too worried about the texture size on this, given that we're fitting so much into the little textures that we're doing. There we go. Immersion budget hasn't run out yet. Though I will admit that at some point we may be paying for the immersion budget in extra time. That's where we'll make up the cost. So I make no promises on when this world is going to be done. It will be done whenever it's ready. And there. Bring that up. There we go. How many more have we got left? Less than half. We're making good time. And it'll be nice because all of these will be just one material. And if I do it right, I might be able to get it to be single material with the walls as well. Actually, I think I did the windows separate. No, the windows were included, I think. If we look at the actual 2D version, we should be able to see what's included and what's not. I think the base teapot and the windows were set up as one material. Is Adam a token human, or is Adam something in disguise? We don't know. I don't know if Adam would be the main character of a horror movie. I don't think I've seen Adam around much horror, honestly. Oops. Ah, no. Quit that. The question is, what class would everyone be? Because I know my usual go-to is sorcerer, but I could, in theory, be a bard as well. D&D is quite fun. Put that there. There we go. Now we're down to the last one. That's there. Bring that around. That does kind of sound like you, Eternal. Though I think sorcerer feels more you, just the level of chaos. Though I guess I've never seen you actually get like angry about something or try and do vengeance. It's always just chaos. Alright, that is the last of them. Oh, that came out nice. I like that. I think... where is the other one? So we'll copy mask. Paste into mask. And then invert. There we go. Now we've got the metal borders fixed. So now only the glass is the hammered texture. And I hope it's pretty enough to live in. That's what I'm working on. So then the base... Let's go... Which one of these was it? That one. Oh, actually, maybe just leaving that connected like that. That doesn't look half bad. I was thinking that I would have to make it have a little gap and just cover the lower bit, but I actually kind of like that. That is fair. I would be very flattered for anyone who wants to make it their home world. Do we like the handle being metal? Yeah, I think the handle being metal helps tie it together more. So I think let's do another export of textures with this and see how it looks in Unity. Wait, there's a few things that actively infuriate you. Is it like things of it would not be possible with the changing temperatures and stuff like that, or is there something else that bugs you? So then we'll do hide that. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Not of what I'm doing? Okay, that's good. So I think there's definitely something that's not quite gone right with that import. I think the Windows is having an issue because it didn't pull in correctly. It's like, that's the opaque. That actually looks really cool, but I need that to be transparent. It's supposed to be glass. So why does that have, like, the metal part as transparent? Is there alpha options? Technically, but why is it doing it like that? Why is... So if you ignore alpha, it makes the rest of that alpha. So there's clearly some other kind of alpha going on here. Where is that coming in? Oh, is it on this? So alpha 100% there. And then add the alpha there. There we go! So now we've got the solid metal, and the glass is now transparent. It has the cool, shiny material on it. That is so cool how it lights up with the hammered. Alright, so then we'll go into play mode, and then let's see how this looks in the actual world. Okay. What has happened here? Okay, no, it is transparent. It's just not... That's weird. So, like, you can see through it pretty well on this side. You can see in pretty well. But then you can't see the clouds, like, at all? No, wait, you can. You can. They're there. Something feels off with that. Also, it's not doing the cool light rays anymore. Yeah, the lid of the teapot. Also, for those wondering about the fridge, it does actually open currently. It's not textured well, and it's got some struggles, but you can actually open it, you can actually close it. It is the thing I'm currently messing with, that's why it's just the only thing in here. That's having some weirdness. I think the floor there is fine. I need to figure out why the interior light thing isn't working. So select Teapot House. Shadow strength. Is it 'cause the shadow tint's not right? What if we do like bluish shadows? So I actually have it adjusted where it won't do that, but it looks like it currently does because the materials on it are messed up. So I've got the interior, like the inside back wall pulled forward so it won't clip through the curved wall. And that's one of the interesting quirks with that fridge is so if I hide the windows for a second so that I can actually grab the fridge, it has a built-in blend shape that adjusts it to fit within the teapot. So you can see there's the standard flat wall, and then if I do that, it pulls everything in so it doesn't clip out. Alright, so now the other thing I need to check. Why is... You know, we're gonna... Yes, they are. Luckily I am a god who can make my own. So if we delete that material, Okay, no, never mind. Put that back. So I was wondering if it was the lighting thing isn't doing it correctly. Light data. Receive casted shadows. There we go! That's what I was missing. So we want softer shadows. Direct light uses normals. That should help. And then... you know what I'm kind of tempted to do? Can I grab one of the materials that I've used on my own models and just yoink the settings from that? Because there are so many settings, like LTCGI, that I tend to forget to turn on. Oh, that's interesting. LTCGI has been deprecated on avatars. But how does that get deprecated on avatars and not worlds? That's weird. What else have I forgotten? Don't need squish. Don't need rain marching. We're not turning on audio link in here. It might be cool to have audio link on some stuff, but I don't think the teapot itself needs audio link. Ooh, actually, doing audio link on the windows might be interesting. I'll keep that in mind for later, though. That's not a right now thing. Don't need screen space ambient occlusion. Don't need subsurface scattering. So I think that should be right. I was thinking of having it, like, sparkle or do some other, like, very visual, very motion effect. Like, imagine glitter just rising from the base of the windows that glows brighter with the audio link. That would be super cool. Switching max brightness 10. Yeah, do that. And then dark normals, receive casted shadows. Not grayscale lighting, so that should be fine. And then I think what we're gonna do is, instead of worry about doing it on these two again, we're just gonna delete and redo those. So now if I duplicate this, now this one can be teapot floor, duplicate again, and then this one is going to be teapot windows, and this one gets changed to add over. Come on. Opaque. No, not opaque. That one needs to be transparent. And then I keep forgetting that the alpha needs to be maxed out on these. It matters less on the opaque ones. There we go. So then go to textures. We've got floor, floor normal, and then we have the shiny, and then emissive. Yes, you are opaque. Lemonade is transparent. There we go. So now we've got the casted shadow on the floor there. And then we need windows to be visible again. We're gonna go ahead and plop that in place. And then fix windows.
They are much more cunning.
So that one, normal. And then we want... You have transparency, though. Alright. So now that we've got that, and then we've got that also needs that one there. That is looking a lot more like what we had in Substance Painter. That looks a lot better. And then if we go into play mode, close menu. Now we have those nice casted shadows. I think you are correct, though, at 8-bit that we do need some kind of light in here, because I think the lack of light makes it very hard to see that material. So the interior lighting is definitely going to need some work. But as far as actually having a place, this doesn't look bad. Wait, was it you who said that? I thought it was 8-bit who said thingy. I don't remember. Oh, it was you. Sorry, I got confused by 8-bit talking about the roof panels after it, I think. But yeah, this feels nice and cozy. We've got all this shenanigan stuff here. Made it back up. Oh, I think I might need to go a bit higher on the textures, though. I'm still seeing artifacting and stuff. Apparently so! It is very common with me. Alright, I'm gonna do a test. We're gonna do up everything to 8K textures. Except for the window cover, which we'll just up to what we currently have. Export textures. 8-bit is not a mod, but you are! I don't know why that is, honestly. Huh. It doesn't seem to want to export textures, which is not a good sign. Alright, we'll try again. There we go. I know it's bedtime. I'm gonna do this last push so that we can see how it looks with the different one. I do not hate you guys. I would not give you guys control over stuff if I hated you. Alright. So that should be higher quality textures. We go up. Okay, did it go to higher quality textures or not? Let's try relaunching play mode. I think that looks okay. Let me know if you guys see anything that feels like it's just too weird. I think there's something weird going on there. I feel like that's one of the scuffed marks on it that's doing a thing. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can kind of see the texture edge. But I'd have to, like, actually model it out and have it be a separate texture if I wanted that to go away. Maybe looping texture is normally the way to go with this, but for first world silly shenanigans and this being the only thing, I think that's okay. It might turn out to be a big world size. I don't know whether it's actually better to go with more mesh, lower res, repeated textures, or what I've got now. What, is Brian playing Blueprints again? What do we think about the bronze here, where it kind of raises up? I'm not sure how I feel on that one. Does it go up on the outside too? If I plop down here? Okay, it does a little bit. So I'm a little bit tempted to not have it reach that bit. So we've got some weird where it sees through itself. I think this is only visible on the outside. Yeah, that's only visible on the outside, so it's not a huge concern. But that might be a concern. How is that not happening here? Okay, it's not happening on this one. That's the more important bit. I am tempted to go back and tweak the actual mesh so that that's separate and not on the textures. I don't know. I think I'm happy with the design, though. I might want to add a chandelier or something. That would be cute. I know you can't stop me. I'm more trying to figure out if I need to stop myself. Because if I always worry about optimization and stuff like that, on top of just learning new craft, it's never gonna get done. So at a certain point, I need to say good enough and keep moving. So I think I might have to just do a bit of Googling or something and figure out how important mesh versus textures are in terms of space and stuff. But we're not... Okay, I also want to tweak the... I think I need to tweak the inner wood here, because those rings are a little bit odd. But I think I like it mostly. I think we've got something good. It's just gonna take a lot more work to actually make into something interesting and usable. But as far as it actually goes, we've got a good start. Now I'm gonna try and stop rambling and figure out who we're going to go raid. So let's look. Okay, Goodbrian is doing blueprints. We did raid them recently though, so I don't know if I should raid again. Have fun, 8-bit. Who haven't we raided in a while? Mac and Cheesy is playing. We haven't raided Electric Husky in a bit. There's also a Zowie playing Elden Ring. Ace. Oh, we haven't done Killdeer in a while, I don't think. I think we'll go ahead and raid Killdeer. Let me pull them up on my other thing too, just to make sure they are in fact still live. Yep, looks like they are. So we'll set up to go raid them. They are a Killdeer bird VTuber who is another person I have made a model for. So you can go see what model I have made them because they're currently using it on their stream. And then I will be back on Thursday playing some blueprints. I am super excited to get back to that game. We're going to try and find more classrooms so that we can actually understand some more of the stuff that we've got going on in that game. So I will see you guys next time. Do it, yeah.